One thing I always say, your network is your net worth. The people you surround yourself with are going to determine your progress, are going to determine your growth.
Are you and your family looking for a place to enjoy sumptuous meals? A place to have all kinds of drinks, host your events, celebrate anniversaries, or even accommodation? Bedarin Hotel has you covered. At Bedarin Hotel, we offer great meals in both our restaurant and barbecue garden, gym facilities, accommodation, sauna, and steam bath. We are located along Thika Road Superhighway in Ruiru. Come all and have fun together. Hi everyone and welcome to Royal Trendy. I'm your host Beatrice Kageha, and as usual on this show we always have a guest. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
You look so amazing.
Thank you for having me.
How have you been?
Thank you. I'm okay. I've been doing good. We thank God this far. Yeah.
So who are you? Like, how can you describe yourself to our viewers?
So first, my name is Winnie Murunga, and Winnie Murunga is a lovely woman, a hardworking woman, a funny woman. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business person, and I'm also in the employed sector. Yes, I would say I'm a research practitioner. Yeah.
So tell us more about your role as a research practitioner.
So basically what I do is, as of now, I do market research. Yes. We are subcontracted by companies to do market research for them, audits, field audits for them. Yes. That is what I'm employed to do. Yeah.
And I talked about you being self-employed and being employed.
Yes.
So how have you employed yourself?
First, I would say all my jobs are full-time jobs. There's no part-time and there's either, all of them are full-time jobs.
How now?
Because I'm employed full-time and I also am able to maneuver around my business full-time. Yes. Online, I would say technology made things easy for us. Yes, I can do my business online while I'm at work. I delegate duties because at first I used to do everything by myself, but I delegated duties. It's good to ask for help and to get help whenever you can't get things done by yourself. Yes, so I delegate duties. Most things actually in my business are done by the help I get. Yeah.
So you're employed elsewhere and you've also employed some other people to help you in your business.
I won't say employing per se. I would say outsourcing. I outsource. Yes. If I have some deliveries that I need to get done, I get someone who can do the deliveries for me. If I have a client that needs some, I sell households. Especially, I specified on beddings. So if there's a client who needs beddings delivered somewhere, I have kind people who package them for me, and I have delivery people who can deliver them for me, whether I'm around or not. Yes.
So why did you choose to sell beddings?
Now it's quite interesting because COVID taught me personally a lot of things. And I realized there are opportunities I had not exploited. First, I didn't know I could sell. But right now, I know I'm a very good marketer and a very good seller. Now, when COVID happened, I was employed. I was expectant.
How are you employed?
I was employed at Nelson, Kenya. Yes, as a market researcher and an auditor, field auditor. I was working, Corona happened. Then at that time I was pregnant. I was expecting. I was around, when Corona happened, I was around 3 months pregnant. So when you are pregnant, you have things that you need to get done.
Very
You
true.
have your plans. You are employed. There's some money at the end of the month that you're going to plan yourself. I'm a family person.
Plus, a kid comes with more responsibilities.
Yes. I also have an older son.
Wow.
Yes. So my husband and I, we had plans. Everything was going on well. Corona happened. We were laid off.
Both of you, or
Yes,
you?
both of us. We were laid
So you
off.
are working in the same company? The two of you?
No.
From different companies,
from
and
different
you are laid off the same time.
No, we were laid off around the same month, because it was around March.
So unfortunate.
Yes. That happened. When Corona happened, a lot of people lost their jobs.
Very
Whether
true.
on unpaid leave, if you were given indefinite leave. So that happened. It was traumatizing to me, because as
I was
expected.
just about to ask you how it was for you.
Yes, it was hectic. I remember the month of April, I was just at home, because I knew at that time I couldn't seek for employment anywhere else, because that time first a lot of employers were laying people off, and who is going to employ an expectant mother, because after
So
some months,
unfortunate.
yes, so after some months, obviously you're going to ask for leave. At that time, it wasn't easy. It was so hard. Now,
So you didn't try applying anywhere, or even asking for
I had
somebody
lost
if there
hope.
is a chance?
No, I had lost hope, especially in seeking employment elsewhere. I could not even go and start applying for jobs. Yes, one, I'm expectant. Two, Corona is happening. People are being laid off. A lot of people. We were advised to stay at home. Yes, we were advised
Because
to
they
stay
were
at home.
reducing overcrowding in their offices and all that.
Exactly. And being expectant that time, I was among they call vulnerable. Yes. It was hard. Now, when I came about to start my business in the month of late May, we had a Zoom meeting with my bosses and my colleagues. And there's one of my supervisors said, if you want to do something else apart from just staying at home, you can side chat me after the Zoom meeting.
Wow.
A lot of us didn't pay attention to that. I was seated, actually when we were in a Zoom meeting, I was seated on my bed. Now, actually I didn't pay attention to him, but the next morning I usually woke up during pregnancy period, I used to wake up very early. At 5 I'm up. I could not sleep because I had a lot of things in my mind. How am I going to provide for this child that is coming? We also have another baby.
Plus we have the other one.
We have the other one.
Doesn't know whatever you're going through.
Yes. So I was thinking what I could do with my life at that time. And that thought that this supervisor said, if you want to do something else apart from whatever you're doing right now, side chat me. That morning at 7, I think I called him.
Mm-hmm.
After calling him, I just told him I need something to do. Do you have anything that someone like me could do? Akaniambia it's so easy.
Because he knew you.
Yes. He's a funny person. He's kind. I would say he's kind. He's welcoming. He's resourceful. So at that time, I called him. There's one question he asked me: can you sell bed sheets? And I laughed. I told him, I can sell anything. I can even sell you. He said, okay, I'll be supplying you bed sheets. Then you get to sell them. I didn't have capital at that time because we were exhausting our savings. We had savings. My husband and I had savings, so we were exhausting the savings that we had. Upon him calling me, upon the conversation, after the conversation, he sent me what I'm supposed to be selling. And I loved, because I love quality. Yes, I love quality. And the quality of the beddings. I got attracted to the quality first of the beddings. And I thought to myself, I could as well sell. Then I went to research about online selling, online marketing. I have friends. I already had friends who sold online. And I saw they were doing so well. I learned one or two things from them because I used to go to their posts. I used to go through their posts and see how they are selling, how they are talking to their clients. I used to learn one or two things that I can use when selling. And I applied.
Let me take you back.
Oh,
so the supervisor you had been employed at the same time he had another business.
Yes.
So he was the one selling the bed sheets.
Yes.
But was willing to supply you some.
Yes. And I didn't have capital, but he was willing to supply me the beddings. Then I could pay him later. That is how I started. One thing I always say, your network is your net worth. The people you surround yourself with are going to determine your progress, are going to determine your growth. Yes, I hope
You're making sense.
Yes, I'm making
sense.
sense.
We have some people who are in that position to help somebody, but they just can't. They would rather see you suffer than see you making a step ahead of them.
It's
so
true.
You're just lucky.
Yes, I say I'm lucky, and it's grace. It's grace.
Amen.
I always say I'm a child of grace. I'm a child of grace, and one thing, if you wish people well, because I believe that I have impacted people's lives positively, knowingly or unknowingly, because of the energy I give out. And the energy you give out, most probably that's the energy you're going to receive. Yes, so I would say it's grace.
So by that you mean at your workplace you are a very good person, you did your work very well.
Yes, I know I'm hardworking. Yes, that one I know. I started saying I'm a hardworking person. I'm a lovely, I'm a funny person.
You don't wait for someone to tell you that you're very hardworking.
No, I know I am, because I want to succeed. And in order for me to succeed, there's need to have that bit of hard work. I've not seen a person who has succeeded and who's not hardworking, who's not self-oriented, who's not self-driven. A lot of people who've succeeded, especially on their own, or even with the help, there's that hard work someone sees in you. And that supervisor used to tell me that I know you can tell because I know you are a hardworking person. Yes. And
he believed in you.
He did, and he still does. He believes in me because I think the energy he gave out. No one could give you his or her stock if he knows very well this person is not going to sell. If I give this person these products of mine, zitakuwa dead stock. Yes, at a risk.
And this should be an encouragement to most of our viewers, because someone might be somewhere, you're doing your work very well, you're very hardworking, but no one is seeing your job. Maybe one time when you just make a slight mistake, that is when your boss notices. So I think they should just know that a day will come when God will reward you.
True. And one thing is, even good people make mistakes. But God gives us chances because He sees the good in us. And if people are graceful enough, we make mistakes. People give us second chances. You've given people second chances. I've given people second chances.
Very
because
true.
In bad, there's also good in someone. Yeah, we are not 100%.
Can't be bad 100% or be perfect 100%.
Yes. So I think people should also be given second chances. Yes, because there's also good in someone. There's learning in mistakes. Yes, that's the point I was trying to say. Because we are not, even in my work, we are not like 100%. We are 100%. There's some mistakes, genuine mistakes, yes. But if if we are given second chances, there's room for growth, and that's where we grow from. Yes.
So you are taking us through the business.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
At first, I had not exploited the online world, the online selling. I was starting before I started selling bedsheets. I used to sell some deras and laces back, but I had not exploited the online. But there are a lot of opportunities. We just need to learn. We need to research about everything we are doing, or the line of selling that we want to venture in. Yeah, we do research and we know how to go about it. So I learned, and I believe I learned from the best, because I applied whatever they were doing. Yes, I did not go to class and learn online selling. I just researched. I used to see what online sellers were doing. And I think COVID opened a door for online sellers more.
Very true.
Yes, so people were fearful to go to physical shops, so they were ordering online. It was easier that time. Online selling peaked during COVID season, so I utilized that. But at first I was fearful. I was so afraid.
And how was the business? Did it peak very fast?
I started my business around early June or late May last year. And as I say, I'm a child of grace. To where I am now, I would say I've seen progress. Yes, and I'm so thankful to God and to everyone that has supported me. Yes, because I've seen growth. There are challenges here and there, but I'm a resilient person. I take things positively. Even when I'm facing a setback, I won't stay there, because I know I need to make progress in life.
Life has to continue.
Life has to go on. Always, life has to go on in every challenge that we face. So I look for a way to get out of that setback. I won't just sit there. I will cry, yes. Sometimes we cry, we lock ourselves in our rooms, we cry. But after crying, what next?
Because you'll not cry for the rest of your life.
And I hate pity parties. Yes. So I won't pity party myself behind that door. I must wake up and do something. Yes.
And how was it for your husband?
Now my husband is also, I would say, we are cut from that, I would say, hard cloth. We are tough. Yes, we are tough. It was challenging, but as days went by, he's a good writer. So they say transcribe or something. Yes, he writes. Yeah, he's good in writing. He's good in proposal writing, projects writing. So he developed that as a side hustle. Yes. At times, not for people per se, but he writes his own articles. I know they are kept somewhere. Yes, there are those articles that are kept somewhere that are just waiting for that time too. Yes. But that's one thing he learned. You can also use that talent you have, or gift you have, or skill you have during a season that you've been set back, and rise from it. Because like me, I used that business, and that is why I call it full-time job. I'll never call it half part-time, because it held me the most the time I needed it. Yes, it held me the most, and I met, at that time when I was selling online, I'm a woman's woman. So I met very good women.
What do you mean by saying a woman's woman?
I back up a woman. Wow. I would want to see a woman grow the way I want myself to grow. Yes, I would want to see a woman grow. I would want to see a woman make it. Yes. So if it challenges me, and it also thrills me when I see a woman working so hard and making it. That is why I'm calling myself a woman's woman.
So far, have you maybe trained some other women on how to do online selling?
So there are those who come, like my clients, there are those who come and ask, how do I go about it? How do I sell it? I was given some information for free. I give it. Yes. But at times you can use also information selling as another side of earning income. Yes, but I haven't ventured into training per se, training for earning an income. We'll see about that in future. But as of now, I give information to my clients. I give information to on my wall, my page. Yes, we learn.
So as you talk, the supervisor you had at your workplace is the one who still supplies you right now?
He connected me to other suppliers.
Wow.
Yes, he connected me to other friends of his that are also suppliers. He also supplies to me. Yes. And he's also my supervisor at work.
Tell me, you talked about going back to your work. How did that happen? And after how long?
Now, about my work where I was employed, Corona hits the company, the project actually that we were working on, because, we are field people. It was so risky, and I was also as I said earlier, I was expectant, so I could not go to do field work. I stayed at home until around this year, March, April. Yes, is when I went back to work.
So you were called to go back?
Yes.
Wow,
we were called back, and I went back. I started with piloting. I took baby steps again because we had said for so long. Yeah, we were taking baby steps. I think now we are catching up. Yes, and our project is back on. Yeah.
I would say you are such a lucky person.
Yes, I'm a child of grace.
So how is it for you doing both the two jobs?
First, if I was I was asked to be added hours, that would have been better, because all of them are full-time. So working as a field auditor or market researcher, and also an online seller, that you need to get things done, because my clients know me. I would want to make sure that nothing goes wrong. In cases that things need to get supplied, this and this needs to get supplied. Sometimes I need to be there, yes, to get things done. There are things that you need to do them yourself, and there are things that you can delegate. Yes. So it has not been easy, but I'm catching up, and I know I've worked around it so well, because nothing has been affected. My job hasn't been affected. My business hasn't been affected. Actually, my clients will hear now that Winnie is, so most of the times, not even at the shop where I'm getting my stuff, Yes.
And then I just have to congratulate you on this, because there are people, when hard times struck, they maybe separate, they stop seeing the value in other people. I'm talking about your marriage.
Oh, yeah.
There is a person who was telling me that since he lost his job, the wife left him.
No, there are setbacks, and we get into marriage for happy moments, but there are those moments that we need to be together. There are those
need to be prepared
because these like Corona. When Corona happened, no one wished for it. It could as well happen to me. Now you can imagine, let's say for example, because right now we are all working, right? Let's say for example, my husband was not laid off. I was the one who was laid off. I could be depending on him fully. And there were times I was not working. I was depending on him. So these things happen. We just need to, and that is why I also tell women that we should not just sit back and wait for something to be brought at the table. When you also put something on the table, you can sit at that table and negotiate when that time comes. True. Because there's value you put on that table, not only in monetary terms, but in also value, like you are a good listener, You understand, like in situation like you've said during COVID, you're a good listener, you understand. You cover up for example, you have a friend who needs help. You can go and cover up for your friend. Why not your spouse? So you need to be there for each other. There's times he cushions you, and there's time you need to cushion him. So we cushion each other, and we bring solutions. You know, we also teach our children how to live with one another. Yes.
Wow. And maybe if I give you a chance to advise any woman watching, or anyone maybe who lost their jobs and they feel hopeless right now.
There's still hope. Hope is one thing I would never want you to lose. There's still hope, there's still time. Even in our aging years, there's still time. We say, you see this business by Colonel, the KFC, I think started working so well when he was around 65 years. And now it's a brand. It's a selling brand. That explains that there's still hope, there's still time. Don't give up. There's no option for giving up. There's no option for giving up, because we would want also to raise a generation that is resilient. And we would want to raise fighters when need be. Yes. So don't give up. Keep hope alive. Search in you the gifts you have. You should not just sit back and now something bad that has happened. What am I going to do? We need to look for solutions. We also need to have a circle of friends that help us, encourage us. Like for me, I know I have people that when I call right now, spiritually they'll stand for me when I cannot. Financially, they can stand for me when I won't be able to stand for myself. Mentally, I can be destroyed mentally. I know if I call the circle of my friends, they're going to be there for me. So we need to look for the circle that help us grow. Now you also need to be there for people in order for them to be there for you.
You don't just expect them to help you.
You don't expect people to be there for you when you're not there for them. Yes, it's two-way traffic. So whenever you can, be there for someone. Yes, be there for someone. Build a circle that you know you can help each other. Have people around you that you can grow together. Have people, it's not easy to find people who have good hearts.
Very true.
Who can help you during your tough moments. It calls for grace. Ask God for that grace. Because not everyone in this world is bad. You hear people say, mwanamke ni adui wa mwanamke. They are good women. They are good women. They are good women, and I've seen them. I've seen them, and I'm so proud of them. Yes, because whenever I need them, they're there for me. Yes, and I thank God for that. Yeah.
So for people who would wish to buy your products, how can they get you?
So I have a Facebook page that is called The Winnie's Collection. There are details. I have an Instagram page also, The Winnie's Collection. I'm also on TikTok, and my numbers are all over. I can give you my number so as to order, but you can go through the Winnie's Collection page so as to get the products I'm selling. I sell Pakistani and Egyptian 100% cotton bed sheets. I also sell canvas. Recently I ventured into Mutumba business.
Wow.
Mutumba bells, yes. We are taking baby steps, but we're getting there. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
There's also towels, quality. Towels. I told you I love quality. My clientele also loves quality, so I supply them quality. Yes.
Okay.
There's need. I felt there was need to fill that gap. Yes. People, when you want to sell, you want a return client. You wouldn't want to sell to a person.
Mm-hmm.
Then that person won't like the quality or the customer's care,
Mm-hmm.
Customer care also. A lot of sellers, we need to work on that. We are learning as we go, but we need to work on customer care. There are return clients who just come back because of how you talked to them, how you smiled.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The tone of your voice. Yeah. So there are a lot of things we need to learn as online sellers. I'm just praying for grace as we go on, and the knowledge, let's equip ourselves with the knowledge. Let's have product knowledge of what we are selling. Yes. And may God help us.
He will.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We've had a very interactive session with the CEO of Winnie's Collection. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm your host, Beatrice Kageha. Bye-bye.